Alright, hey friends, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a 6-month recap and lessons learned in the bus.
Yes, exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, that's it. We've filmed this whole video a couple times. This is the third time, so
anyway,
the third time's a charm.
Let's get into it.
Biggest lesson learned.
Yes.
Overall, the biggest thing that's kicked our butt, I think, has been the weather.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot, but we just, I don't know, it's not that we didn't anticipate it to be so cold, because it's Colorado, we knew it would be chilly, but we didn't anticipate the amount of work it would take to maintain heat within the bus, I think. Yeah. It's like something that you know cognitively, like what you need to do, but when you actually have to do it on a daily basis to keep things warm and like not let the fire go out and all these little things just add up, and it makes it harder to actually deal with them when it's freezing outside and you have to go cut wood.
Yeah.
You know all about that.
I do know all about cutting wood.
At night.
At night when it's freezing.
Yeah.
And we just need it because otherwise we'll freeze.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no like thermostat on the wall. You really realize how much you took for granted the thermostat when you lived in an apartment.
No kidding.
Just turn it up to whatever heater. Even when you're in a car, like climate control and stuff. Oh my gosh. Question that somebody asked us a couple times, actually we've had a couple people ask us now, is would we have gotten the Grizzly? We got the Cub, which is the smallest
cubic mini
wood stoves. Yeah, but they make a bigger one. People ask if we would have gotten that. And I think in hindsight, yeah, we probably would have.
Initially, it was no, we're happy with the cubic mini, but yeah, I think at this point, with how chilly it's been getting, with freezing, below freezing temperatures.
I wouldn't have to cut the bricks in half.
Yeah.
Just throw them in there.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem with the cubic mini. It doesn't, I mean, for the square footage that they say on the website, it should be fine, but it seems to not quite cut it in here.
Well, our windows make it difficult. We lose a lot of heat through there.
So it was never an option to close them off, really. So we just kind of have to deal with the weather situation.
Yeah, just constant heat. Which I guess brings me to my next thing, and that is when you rely on something and it starts to go wrong. So a big lesson we learned was get a backup to your backup.
Exactly.
And then make sure your friend has a backup for that if you need to borrow it. Because like our Mr. Heater portable buddy that we made a couple videos about, the pile light just completely went out.
We've only had it for 3 months, and we can barely get it lighted, and if we can, it only stays on for like a couple minutes.
And it just leaks gas all over the place, so it's not even safe to use right now.
Yeah, so we're really bummed about that. We're just looking at the comments to see what kind of questions you guys have asked us the past couple months since we started the channel, and a question we just got asked recently was if we could go back, would we do a long, like 38-foot bus instead of doing a short bus, which is, ours is like 20 feet-ish, maybe 22 feet. If we had land, we would definitely have done that. If we didn't have to use it as like our main mode of transport, then definitely we could have done something awesome with a long school bus.
And we may still.
Yeah. Probably not, but maybe. But this is just nice because we can drive around town in it. It's like at the length of a big pickup truck, so it's not like crazy on the roads. We kind of started off bus life in August, parking like in different residential areas near our friends' houses, or just in places far too close to where people are living. And now we've kind of learned that you need to be industrial areas is like the best place you could really park, because we've found that people coming and going to work in these types of areas don't care, at least around here. They don't care what's going on. As long as you're not doing anything weird, they're not going to call the cops on you. But when you're like around where people's kids sleep and stuff, that sounds creepy. It's just, they don't want you there.
It's true. Yeah, I can understand that. I would be suspicious if some bus was outside of my house.
The world we live in, it's understandable.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's frustrating on our end when we're just trying to find a place to park for the night.
That's something we learned, though. I mean, if you could find industrial, off the beaten path, dead ends. We're at a dead end right now that ends in a field, and so we have this whole field to ourselves. I
just actually thought about another big lesson that we've learned. We've talked about this in a couple other videos too, but we now have radiant barrier insulation that we pop into all of our windows that are still, open at nighttime, and then we have blackout curtains that go over that, so that we've made sure at this point that when it's nighttime in here and all of our lights are on, it looks like nobody is in here from the outside. We've gone around multiple times to make sure like all the cracks and little crevices are completely sealed, because do you think I can talk about the unlawful camping incident for a hot sec?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, so
let's get deep into it here.
Yeah, this is the first time we've really talked about this negative experience with the cops, but it was kind of scary. We were just parked on this street. It was like 10:30 at night. We were already sleeping, and the cops came and were really aggressive and were like beating on the bus for a long time, shining their flashlights in the windows for a long time, just being so obnoxious about it, telling us that they were going to tow us with us in it, and what else? Just on
Come
and on
out
and on.
and we'll get fined $1,000 and
yeah, for unlawful camping
and all this stuff. So we just stayed put.
We were in bed.
They never said that they saw us. They never acted like they saw us. They never confirmed seeing us in bed. So we just laid there for 45 minutes and just kind of, God, it was kind of terrifying.
It was really, yeah.
And they were aggressive. I mean, banging with the ends of his flashlight on all the windows and getting in. Finally, they got into, there was 2 cop cars, and they got into one and got over the loudspeaker.
I think the main takeaway that we took from that is, yes, we need to have everything completely sealed.
They can't do anything if we don't.
Yeah, and stand your ground. I know it sounds bad, but just, we've normally, at the beginning of this lifestyle, we would stop and talk to the cops every time they would come. Like, one of us would go to the door and chat with them, tell us what we're doing. That always
ended in starting the engine and driving away. And
yeah, and it was fine. I mean, the cops were fine besides that one time. But what we've kind of decided now is, yeah, if you're like staying somewhere for a night and you're allowed to be, you know, the laws, you're allowed to be parked there for a night or whatever, then just lock yourself up and do your thing, and don't answer the door when the cops come, and then leave when you can in the morning, because they can't ticket you unless you like come out and admit that you're
they can't just search your car unless they have probable cause.
Yeah.
They can't tow you with you in it. They can't tow it without searching it. Don't let cops lie to you, because they will lie to you.
Yeah, like saying that they were going to tow us with us in it. So obnoxious. Yeah. Anyway,
that experience led to us sealing this place up like Fort Knox.
The one other big thing that somebody asked recently was, what was the transition like from going from your larger apartment, mine was 1,000 square feet, yours was a little
Mine was
less.
like 675.
Yeah, to just over 100 square feet. I would say that transition was very smooth. I don't know, we talked about this earlier, but you kind of have to just be in the right mindset for it, know what you're getting into before you get into it, and then just kind of go along for the ride. I feel like at a lot of different points in this lifestyle, we've had frustrations, and we've kind of just over and over chosen to just relax and just, we can only control what we can control. We're not going to get stressed out what we can't.
If we didn't have each other, it wouldn't have always been that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's been a lot of times that you've balanced me out, and I'll be freaking out, or I'll be going crazy, and you're like, no, don't worry. And there's been times I've also done the same for you.
I think we know, yeah.
And we know at this point, we know each other well. We click on a different level. So for us, it definitely works. And I would not have bus life without Zaina now. Like, I can't believe we were going to go into it separately, because the things that we do for each other just to fill in the gaps, because it's not just maintaining a whole home, but you're maintaining all the moving bits and pieces, like, you know, washing the solar panels, down to cutting the wood, down to emptying out the dirty water, changing the clean water, you know, just so many...
Stocking wood, stocking propane, like finding a place to get rid of trash. Like, it just takes a whole extra level of thought and care when you're in this lifestyle, because it's harder when you're not paying a company to provide all these things for you. You have to go get it yourself.
Makes you appreciate it too. It humbles you.
Definitely. And it makes you use less, because it's annoying, kind of, you know?
For those of you who are wondering, this is sort of towards the end of the video. I'm going to get a little more personal. Haven't said this during any of the cuts, but I think it's worth noting.
Okay. For
couples who are going into it, 6 months in, every month we would find ourselves having stupid fights less and less. It seemed like the first couple months were harder because you're adjusting to this whole crazy life with somebody else, and stupid fights happen. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Over dumb stuff that doesn't matter. You know, the kind of fights.
Yeah, totally.
So as time goes on, though, they become less and less, to the point where we haven't had a stupid fight in like a while.
It's been a long time.
We don't have dumb fights anymore about stuff that doesn't matter, because now it comes up and we're like, in the light of where we are and what we're going through, this does not matter. This is not the thing to get upset about.
And it's like, are you really going to get irritated and annoyed with the person that you're going to have to be with in a small space? Like, what's the point of getting pissed off and upset when you have to stay together? Like, you're going to be in this space anyway.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's just pointless.
So it gets better. I guess what I'm trying to say, if you're with the right person, obviously, you'll know if you're fighting like every day or every week even.
It's probably not the right relationship for you, or the right lifestyle.
A big bus.
Yeah.
That's what we've realized. Some couples are just better together. Some people are better apart. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a couple and you're better apart, that's fine. I understand people like that, but we're not like that.
No.
So I don't know if this lifestyle will work for people like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it would.
No.
No. Wouldn't suggest this for everyone, that's for sure.
It's not because it's bad, it's because we spent an entire year getting our minds ready for this lifestyle and excited about these minimal changes because we wanted the minimalist lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not ready for that, it's like a shock. It was a shock anyway. So it was like living a vacation.
Mm-hmm. It was weird. Yeah. But we've come a long way, and it's been great, and we've kind of figured out how to intertwine our relationship while living on the road, being off the grid, being together like 24 hours a day pretty much. Just kind of figured out a way to fit nicely in this entire lifestyle and make it really, really enjoyable. It's been great.
So we're going to keep trying to bring our journey to you guys in whatever way we can. We want to hear what you guys want to see, rather than us keep throwing stuff out there and hoping that it sticks. I think we're to the point where you guys have a voice now and we want to hear it. So let us know what you want, what you want us to make.
Yeah, so many videos have been spurred from you guys already. So yeah, we just want to hear more about what kind of content you guys want to see from our super normal life living in a bus here. All right.
Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll do another one of these in 6 more months. And
year in the bus, that'll be something.
Yeah, year in the bus. That'll be really awesome.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We already said comment down below. And thanks for being here. We really appreciate you guys.
Check out livingzeal.com too.
Yeah.
Like I said, we put a lot of work into it. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.